It's Christine, owner and co-founder of prettyspirits.com, your favorite online metaphysical shop. On this channel, we talk all things spirituality, manifestation, and entrepreneurship. Today, I want to get into the top signs, the top spiritual signs why your money isn't flowing. So many of my clients, because I do coaching and psychic readings, they often come to inquire about their finances. It's a big topic, and I totally understand why. So many of us haven't been taught how to really manage money or create money for ourselves in school. It's not something that we've talked about in the home. So when it comes to our adult journey, we're confused, we're frustrated with why we do so much, work so hard, yet get so little. I want to let you know, if you really master the inner story that you have around finances and you stop doing things to basically sabotage your relationship with cash, you can create differences in your life that will quickly show up to give you the financial increase that you've been looking for. So let's get into it. Today, we're going to talk about these top things why your money isn't flowing. These are the reasons. First, your relationship with drama. So a lot of people don't realize how they experience the world around them directly correlates their financial state. If you're someone who really enjoys getting into people's gossip, having things frantic in your energy, maybe you're someone who waits to the last minute to do things, a classic procrastinator, or maybe you're someone who likes to be in the middle of the friend drama that takes place. You feel like you're someone who is negotiating or standing up for someone or, really speaking up for others who can't speak up for themselves, but genuinely you're just putting yourself in the middle of the mix. Maybe you are, enjoying the drama within a relationship, romance or otherwise, and you just can't allow the peace to wash over you. That takes so much energy away from you creating financial increase. When you're at that state of feeling frantic or stressed or internally frustrated, you're in a clenched space. Your heart is clenched, your energy is clenched, so you aren't in the receptive mode. That receptive mode is the area in which money can actually flow. Because when you're in this space, you feel like things are flowing. You feel aligned with your inner voice because there's not chaos happening around you. When you are aligned with your inner peace, you can hear when spirit is encouraging you to make a move, to take an action, to create something, to give something of value away, to do actions that align you with more financial increase. Because as we all know, when we ask for something, the spiritual law is the receiving of it. But if you aren't patient, quiet enough, peaceful enough to receive the insight that is trying to come to you about the reception of your coin, you're missing the mark. So that's the first reason why people do not receive an increase in finances. The second reason is your inability to welcome change. So this inability to welcome change can do with people being comfortable with things how they have been over so many years. But if you aren't someone who can allow for things to naturally change, shift, look different, then you aren't someone who is of a growth mindset. And if you're not of a growth mindset, you're at a fixed mindset. And the difference between the two is this. When you're in a growth mindset, you are sure that there's always opportunity. You see the abundance around you, and you know that in order to constantly grow experiences of value around you, you have to grow yourself. So you know that by learning new materials, by going to different places, learning new information, all of those changing pieces within you will allow for the world around you to constantly change as well. A growth mindset doesn't fear change, it welcomes it. A fixed mindset is very, very comfortable to the way things have been. But to experience something that you never have, you have to do something that you've never done. In order to increase your financial status, you have to be willing to learn new experiences, learn about new mindsets, about new people, because these resources around you could be directly correlated to an experience that will bring you that abundance. You learning about investment strategies from a new financial planner, or joining a group in person or on Facebook or another platform that talks about financial topics, doing things that aren't in your normal routine, because you are telling yourself that, hey, we have to switch it up. We have to grow. And the more that you grow, you are on the vibrational track through law of attraction to bring more growth to you. You have to be willing to change. People who are in the same job that they've been in, but complaining about the promotion or the lack of opportunity, their boss having so much control over them and their hours, that is not change. That's creating drama where you are. So that's combining number 1 and 2. We don't want that. We want you to open up to say, hey, now is the time to do something different so I can expand my arsenal of resources and therefore align with more financial increase. Number 3 is your lack of gratitude. So I didn't really understand the correlation for the longest time. Why is it that you have to have this grateful heart? People correlate a lot of times with being humble, and those who are meek and grateful and humble, they, inherit the earth. But I didn't understand, because I would see, quite frankly, like arrogance and, this unapologetic confidence really get all in the world. So how do the two, match up? I'm not seeing it. But honestly, gratitude is the energy of being thankful for what is going right in your reality, the blessings that have already come to you. And when I understood law of attraction even more, that's when I got it. The more that you focus on what you prefer, the more you're multiplying more of it. So even if you have $5, $20, just something simple laying around, I want you to take that and give true gratitude for what is in front of you. Because the more that you do it, the more that you feel that feeling of appreciation, the more money will multiply. I mean, think about it. If you are in a friend circle or in a relationship and you have that person constantly giving you feedback about how much you're loved, how much you're valued, how much you add to their life overall, you want to be in that bond that much more. You're cherishing that connection because you feel seen and you feel the gratitude. So the more you can give money that feeling of gratitude versus always complaining about how it's not around, how there isn't enough, how it's abandoned you, the frustrations around money. I mean, if somebody is frustrated, angry, irritated with you, you don't want to be around them. So think of gratitude in a different light. Think of it as the way you communicate with the reality around you and point out what you like, because universe will deliver more of that to you. Then number 4, the number 4 thing that is the reason your money isn't flowing spiritually is your critical self-talk. Critical self-talk is something that is so unsatisfying. If you're trying to accomplish something, would you want someone standing over your shoulder telling you how insignificant you are, how you don't do the best work, how you don't show up for them? You would not have people around you we would hope that you would not sustain relationships with people that talk to you that way. And if you do, that's a different conversation about self-care, self-love, and boundaries. But the average person who has done some healing would not tolerate that experience. So why would you be that person? Why would you talk to yourself, putting you down, telling yourself you're not enough, and carrying the energy of shame and judgment towards yourself? If you create that environment within, you are not ready to receive new abundance. you are not ready to sustain abundance. Something about that inner talk is just repelling money because you are, again, at a very, very inferior or enraged and negative place. And that's not the love vibe that we want to create. The love vibe, gratitude, receptive mode, these are the light and powerful words that beget more money. But if you are putting yourself down and you don't see your value and you're constantly harping on the past or a mistake that you've made, you are saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. And money does not come to someone who doesn't feel worthy or valuable. All right? So really enhance your self-talk through affirmations, through vlogging, talking out your emotions, your frustrations, because we all have them. We get that. But you want to get them out of you and face them instead of holding them in and letting them become your daily habit. So really monitor how you're talking to yourself, whether that's on a drive to work, taking a walk. Really sit with yourself when you make a mistake. Did you go to the place of, you know what? I now see it. I understand why that happened the way it did, and I'm prepared to face it differently going forward. Or are you someone who harps on it and really makes you feel like you're kicking yourself when you're down? Number 5, words and phrases that push money away. You say words and phrases that push money away. So similar to inner critical self-talk, this is one that involves your inner story and your inner discussion, and it's projected outwards a lot of the time around finances. So if you're saying things like, I can't catch a break, there's so many bills, I can't afford to, when will money come? One day I will. I want money, I want money. That want will keep you wanting because you are identifying with scarcity. You are identifying with lack. We don't want that. So let's switch it up by incorporating words and phrases that really push the narrative forward, that we are abundant now, that we are prosperous now, that we have all that we desire now. The more that you stand in that truth and you build up the momentum around that truth, money has to come towards you, especially when you're feeling high vibe and appreciative of the journey of just being, instead of feeling like you have to assert yourself to go get the money. And this doesn't mean don't work, don't do actions towards getting it. But if you're always feeling you have to chase it, it will constantly evade you. But if you're feeling like what I'm doing is of value and the money will come, I love the experience around me that, reflects back to me ideas of abundance and all that I desire is here now. Stating that you are whole as is, that is valuable. That is what's going to bring money towards you. And it doesn't mean always in cash form. It can mean in the idea of it. It could mean through a new opportunity. It can mean through how to invest something at the right time, how to improve your small business, how to hire the right person that takes your marketing or SEO to the next level, and that gives you more money flow. But a lot of times when we ask for money or we are standing in appreciation of money, then the right people and opportunities that also match that story will come into our realities and give us more money chances, okay? Number six in this experience of why you were blocking your coin spiritually. Number 6 is comparisons. Comparisons. The envy and the jealousy feeling that comes with comparing your journey to other people's. This is what takes you from feeling high vibe, successful, and powerful about what you have achieved to less than, not enough, anxious, and just worried overall. Stop it. If you have to take a social media break, if you have to Stop telling people. Stop telling people what's going on, the goals you have in mind, so that they can't then respond with, oh, well, I've accomplished this and I've done that. Shut out people that way. Understand there's so much more to people's story than they're ever really telling you. And the more that you lust after or just vie after someone else's story, you could be calling in poverty actually. Because on the surface, you're like, wow, they've made it. You know, they're posting about their shine, they're posting about all these cars in their home. Little do you know that they really can't make payments. Little do you know that things are being rented with money that they've gotten through family. Little do you know that they can't sustain it because really they don't have a growth mindset. And this is the time period that they're actually taking a turn for the worse. But yet you're telling spirit, I want that, I want that, I want that. That'll make me feel better about myself, be able to provide for my family. But you're going after something that's just glistening. It ain't gold. Do not compare your journey to someone else's, because this is your play. This is your movie. It's all about you, and the moves that you make are perfect for you. You know, they're curated to you, not to someone else. So the less that you spend time, waste time looking at someone else and what they've accomplished and achieved, you could be regaining that energy to use on your path forward. You need energy to manifest. So if you're giving it away through comparing yourself and beating yourself up for not accomplishing at a set age like someone else, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're saying my story isn't worth hearing or seeing, but yours is. So really cut that noise. Number 7, and the last one we have today, because I'm sure there's so many that can come to you guys' mind. And if you have one that I haven't said, comment below and let me know, what is the spiritual reason why money isn't flowing? Let me know your personal experience if it isn't on this list. Number 7, you invest where there is no return. You invest where there is no return. You are telling yourself that you are making a good move by investing in a relationship that isn't balanced, a friendship where you're always doing the rescuing, or you're investing in TV for hours a day. You're investing in social media scrolling for hours in a day. But that stuff isn't giving back to you in any way. In fact, you're watching other people grab their opportunities. You're watching other wealthy people be wealthy. You're allowing a loved one or whomever to take and drain your energy, so you don't even have anything to invest in yourself at the end of the day. Stop investing where there is no return, because that is just telling your subconscious story around money that you are not ready to receive more, because you do not know how to handle the energy that you have. So why would I pour into you more? If you saw someone just taking wealthy experiences and nice luxurious things and tossing them and throwing them away and giving them to people that don't even cherish them, taking money and doing silliness with it, or just being wasteful, you would not trust giving your coin to that person if they approached you and asked you to give to them. You would say, no, I see how you treat money. I see how you don't value it. I see how you toss it here and you are thoughtless with your approach to money. So think of how you are being with your energy, because energy translates into money. That's all money is. It's energy. It's a tool. It's a thing that we use to express our value. But if we are not enhancing and investing in our value, growing our minds through watching proper things, listening to podcasts, cutting out the social media, unless it's really serving us and moving a goal forward, making sure that we're only around people that pour into us as much as we pour into them, and there's an even give and take. If we are not investing in people, experiences, environments that give to us and that bring out the best in us, then we are not making proper sound investments. And therefore, we are not prepared to manifest more money. All right. There it is, the list for today of why spiritually you are not manifesting, you are not creating, you are not drawing to yourself more money. I really hope you adopt systems to look over this list, to really review it and think, How can I replace, drama energy? What can I do to invite more peace into my life? Who needs to go? What can I do to enhance my self-talk? What do I need to listen to? What affirmations do I need to state? What daily actions can I take to align myself with a better money story every single day? Because if you do it, the compound effect will take place and you will notice the changes. Happy surprises will come to you, new job opportunities, the ability to see your worth will grow, and it will all be worth it. All right? The conversation does not have to stop here. Please find me on Instagram, Pretty Spirits Co. This again, at Pretty Spirits Co. Definitely visit prettyspirits.com to schedule a coaching session or a psychic reading with me. I would be happy to be of service to you. Remember to like and share this video and share this with someone who it could add value to. Give this value, pay it forward, and you will see that come right back. Thank you so much, guys, and until next time.